gentlemen, it's your boy Brandon Abandon here. I apologize for not uploading recently. My parents and I recently got 2 new puppies. I will have a picture of them up on the screen here for you guys in a moment. Actually, where's my phone? Those are the new puppies. Their names are Poppy and Puka. They are a mix of Irish Wolfhound and German Shepherd. Right now they're only about 3 months old. They might be going on 4 months old here soon, I think. Something like that. But yeah, they're very young and they are very arrogant. Well, I don't know if arrogant's the term, but I think it's the best term I can use. But today we're gonna play a game I've been playing for years. But obviously since the channel is new, you guys haven't seen it. Let me shrink this down. And we have some Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we are going to get this started. If I can get it to work. I do have a couple planes that you can get through the marketplace. The first one's the Pelican from Halo, the game, and the new Halo series on Netflix. Netflix currently has 2 seasons on it. It's really good. Strongly recommend it. Let's see what I want to do. I don't know if I want... I also have the Ornithopter, and I also have the Dark Star. For those who don't know what the Dark Star is, it is featured in the movie Top Gun Maverick. The Dark Star has the capability of reaching Mach 10. If I remember correctly, the term for that is high supersonic. The plane literally moves so fast that it is generating heat. The front, actually, you know what? We're gonna use this today. I do have it to where I can easily run out of fuel. So I'm gonna try to not run out of fuel before reaching Mach 10, because otherwise it's just not gonna end well. Yeah. And you know what? A friend of mine recently told me about this one airport. Let me see how much runway I need for this plane. To take off. I need to know how much I need. Approximately 15. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna run with it. It is Telluride Regional. It is an airport out in Colorado. It is just over 7,000 feet. However, it has a drop-off cliff on both sides. So here, there's a drop-off cliff into a valley. Here, I haven't gone from this direction, so I'm not sure. So you know what? We're gonna try it from that direction. We'll take off from runway 9. And fly. I am going to increase this so you can hear the game. Okay, try and make it so you can hear the game and me. As best as possible. I'm trying not to make it too loud, because I think the last time I finagled with this, you could either hear the game over me. Actually, that it was the puns. You heard the game over me. Okay. Actually, let me see if I can shrink my webcam some more.
Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic experimental 001
Okay.
taking off runway 9er straight out departure.
Okay. I am going to disable the stormy weather. I'll reinitiate storm when we do a landing, or attempt to do a landing. But for taking off, I strongly recommend having clear weather. I'm going to set myself to, actually, hold on. Take that off. Let me see here. I'm going to preset everything for the scramjet. Just so that way, when we do reach the requirements, it'll just initiate. And then I need to do external cam. Oh wait, no. I need cockpit. In order to initiate the, afterburner. So we'll do parking brake off. I'm gonna set myself so I can just do that. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be taking off. We are going to reset position, external. Okay. Oh my lord. Alright, we're lifting. Hold on.
Denver Center Experimental 001 is type experimental dark star 2 miles east of Kilo Tango Echo X-ray 9,400 feet.
That should...
Request flight following.
God dang it. I thought I calibrated everything. Alright, 1 second. Apparently not everything is calibrated, so I gotta manually lift up my gear.
Experimental 001.
Experimental 001 radar contact 4 miles east of Kilo Tango Echo X-ray 15,300 feet.
Come on.
Altimeter 29.2.
Roger Experimental 001.
Need to lower this down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now there is a trick to getting this sucker to Mach 10. You gotta climb at a certain angle for so long. You have to essentially invert yourself and pull down to hit about Mach 1 to Mach 2. And then pull up again. It's a little tricky. And this plane's starting to stall, which is very bad. Need to get some airspeed back. Come on, give me airspeed. There you go. So I always end up needing to go really high, because you really do have to kind of fight this thing to do what you need it to do. So we will try and run off of that basis. Alright, I'm going to do an invert in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inverting. Pulling back the yoke in 3, 2, 1. Pulling back. Hit Mach 1, pulling back. Gotta keep the angle at about 20 degrees, give or take. Not much of a threshold, but see, if the angle's too sharp, it's not gonna work.
118.575 experimental 001.
We're at Mach 1.09. Give me, come on, give me 1.10. There's 1.10. There, okay, now it's starting to climb a little bit. This sucker will start to pull itself up. Let's say we just need to, I just want to get this sucker up to 10, because this sucker will burn through fuel. However, you really do need a full tank of gas on this thing when doing it, or it will not end well at all. But once this sucker hits Mach 10, it'll just cruise. I don't know if it'll cruise like Tom, but it'll cruise. Yep, this sucker is starting to speed up, which is awesome. And I'm gonna push the yoke down a little bit.
128.375 experimental 0.
Because actually, what I can do, let me show you.
Denver Center experimental.
Let me show you the graph.
Flight level 29 or 5.
I think it's this one. Nope, this one. So this is the graph on the best way to hit Mach 10. So he pulled up roughly over 3,000, 30,000, pulled down, and then about 1.2. Typically at Mach 1 is when I really try to pull up it just before. That way it'll pull up, hit it, keep it at about 20 degree pull, and then just keep going about 4 to 9. You want to try and start leveling out, because at that point you're at about 120,000 feet altitude. That's when you're starting to hit almost Mach 10, and it'll give you a hard deck to stick at for those. But right here, engines 3 and 4, those are the scramjet engines. So once we hit at a certain altitude, at a certain speed, those suckers will light off. Because I already set it up so they'll engage. So once I'm at the right altitude and the right speed, those suckers will light off. Now we're almost at Mach 2. Which is when I think those is when those will start to light. Now what I will do, if I can, I'm trying to get it to where it'll. I'm trying to get it in the right angle where you can see it. But no, you'll see 1 and 2 pull back, and then 3 and 4 will go up. I say we're starting to hit the and we're starting to, I think, get to the right altitude for it. But yeah, just kind of watch the percentages down here at the bottom. Kind of watch those a little bit periodically, and you'll see it start to climb. Oh, we're actually, there it goes. Scramjet's lighting off. So, yep. Now you can see the different color. So those are lit off. So we are gonna climb fast. Yep, we are primary scramjet. This sucker is a stealth aircraft for this very reason. Because it got quiet.
Going to 132.8 experimental 001.
There it goes.
Albuquerque Center experimental 001 flight level 580.
Now what I'll do is I'll set us back to the cockpit. Reset to position. But yeah, this sucker lit off. Now the problem is, now especially in scramjet mode, the fuel will disappear. So I especially need to watch that. I am going to push the yoke down a little bit. Try and hopefully keep the nose down a little bit to keep the speed going up. Because like I said, especially at this speed, this sucker will try to pull up and that's going to lose speed. We don't want to do that.
Albuquerque Center experimental 001 flight level
In fact, I think we're actually starting to get the heat up. Maybe. Alright, I'm going to pull this up a little bit. Pivot to what I want. Come on, camera. Yep, you can see it heating up. However, for some reason, I am losing speed, and I don't know why. So I'm going to try pulling up. I had to hassle this thing before to do what I wanted it to do. There, oh, I think it's going up now. Yep, looks like it's going up. Good. Need that speed to stay up. Yep, now it's starting to do what I want it to do. Awesome. Alright, Mach 8. Come on, game 9. Mach 9. We're almost Mach 10. Come on. We're almost halfway there. Almost. We're slowing down again. That's not good. Push down a little bit. Come on. Why are we slowing down? I don't understand. I really don't. Okay, there it goes. You gotta hassle this thing to hit 10. You really do. Come on. Almost. I'm having to really lean over so I can see the monitor. Or my laptop, because that's what's, I can see the numbers clear on it. Come on. Almost. Almost. Almost There. We're almost at 10. Come on. 8.9. We're at 9 point. Yep. We broke 9.9. Come on. No, no. Do not give AI control. They're gonna slow this thing down. Because AI doesn't understand what it's doing. And it just took off the... No! God dang it, Afterburners got shut down.
Goodbye. Fort Worth Center Experimental 001 Flight
Yep,
Level
it's
1.
slowing down too quick. AI... That's what I hate about AI. The AI in this game is it'll slow you down. Whoa! Shoot! That's not good. One sped up before I could hit the other one. That's not good. Wait, I think we're spinning.
133.25 Experimental 001. Goodbye.
Yep, we're in a spin.
Fort Worth
That's
Center
bad.
Experimental 001 Flight Level 1345.
Come on.
Experimental 001 Fort Worth Center radar contact. Continue.
There we go.
Experimental 001 contact center on 127.0.
There we go.
Good day.
127.0 Experimental 001. Goodbye. Center Experimental.
We were so close. Somehow I triggered the AI control. Which is ridiculous. There's no... Because like I said, the AI slowed the jet down. Instantly. That's not what I want. I want to hit Mach 10. And I can't hit Mach 10 if AI takes control.
134.15 Experimental 001.
Grab my lunch. And yes,
Fort Worth
I do have Subway.
Experimental 001 Flight Level 1345.
Experimental 001 Fort Worth Center radar contact. Continue.
No! My sandwich is coming apart. God dang it. Ugh. Okay. What's going on?
Experimental 001 contact Fort Worth Center on 135.25. Good day.
135.25 Experimental 001. Goodbye. Fort Worth Center Experimental 001 Flight Level 675.
Experimental 001 Fort Worth Center radar contact. Continue. Experimental 001 contact Longview approach on 128.75. Good day.
128.75 Experimental 001. Goodbye. Longview approach Experimental 001 Flight Level 365.
This is a problem. The aircraft can't pitch up. Change the trim.
135.1 Experimental 001. Goodbye. Fort Worth
I'm
Center
trimming up.
Experimental 001 Flight Level 265.
Alright, trim back down. I might not have enough fuel to do this, which is not good.
Experimental 001 contact Houston
Mach 10! Yes! Finally! Let's just hope we... Alright, so we're just gonna coast it at this height and speed until we run out of fuel. That's the plan. Okay. Got a nice spicy sub. Running at spicy speeds. Okay. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll try my best to remain quiet. The only time I'll speak is if I have a change of plans. If I can think of something I want to tell you guys. Until then, I'm just going to try and be quiet. And for the record, guys, I just turned off my face cam just so that way you guys can just see more of what's going on.
Experimental 001, contact Miami Center on 132.35. Good day.
132.35 experimental 001. Goodbye. Miami Center experimental 001 flight level 1345.
Experimental 001, Miami Center radar contact, continue. Experimental 001, contact Miami Center on 134.75. Good day.
Going to 134.75 experimental 001. Miami Center experimental 001 flight level 1345.
Experimental 001, Miami Center radar contact, continue. Experimental 001, contact Miami Center on 132.4. Good day.
132.4 experimental 001. Goodbye. Miami Center experimental 001 flight level 1345.
Experimental 001, Miami Center radar contact, continue. Experimental 001, contact Miami Center on 123.775. Good day.
123.775 experimental 001. Goodbye. Miami Center experimental 001 flight level 1345.
Experimental 001, Miami Center radar contact, continue. Experimental 001, contact NASA Center on 125.7. Good day.
125.7 experimental 001. Goodbye. NASA Center experimental 001 flight level 1345.
Experimental 001 NASA Center radar contact continue.
I did not realize we were near NASA. That was okay. That is interesting. For the record, if you're hearing that like weird noise, that was my Great Dane, Karma. I don't know if you could hear her or not. So if you did, if you did hear that's who it was. It was just Karma. Alright, I'm thinking I should probably start backing down to maybe find. Let's see if I can find us an airport. VFR map, Navlog. We're gonna pull up ATC. I need the news list. I don't know if that's gonna do me any good because it's not gonna show me the length. I need a long airport. I need a long runway to slow this thing down. I mean, even if I have the parking brakes still engaged, it's still gonna take me time to slow down. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna preset the weather for storm for the heck of it. It's not gonna impact us way up here. Oh, never mind. Maybe it will. But it is now stormy down below. 30% fuel. Yep, there's the stormy clouds below. 38%. Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna start backing this thing down. I don't know about you guys, but I do not feel like crashing a multi-million-dollar jet. So I'm going to back it down. I'm going to disable the scramjets entirely. That's what I'm going to do. Scramjet's about to be disabled. It is about to probably become a bit of a bumpy ride. And we're going to, if it lets me, turn that off. We're going to disengage the fuel cell for it. That's the battery, I think. Yep. So the scramjet's completely disabled now. We are running off normal engine power. I need to get this plane close-ish to the ground. I'm gonna do a spin, try and reduce some, try and help get this thing. Nope, shouldn't have done that. Shoot. Well, I'm in a, definitely in a spin. Come on, give me control. Give me control. Nope, come on. There we go. Be a good plane. Oh, that was the sound barrier. We have now slowed down through the sound barrier. We are no longer going faster than sound. I'm going to make a very bad decision. And maybe just complete... I don't know if I should cut my engines yet. I don't know if I should at all. But on the other hand, I do need to really slow down. So, you know what? We're going to do it. Engines are dead. This is going to be interesting. Alright, I'm going to pitch down, get some speed. Just so that way I have control. Actually, I'm gonna restart the engines because this is a storm. My speed slows down, I need control. Nice thing is, this thing starts up pretty quick. Like that. I'm not gonna run afterburner. Oh. Oh. Slow down. Oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, your captain speaking, please brace, because this will be... Prepare to go into a base position if needed, because this will be a bumpy ride. I'm going to descend below cloud level. Shoot. It's not pulling up. Oh god. Come on. Come on. Okay. me camera controls, thank you. Reset position. Okay. I need to watch my altitude. So according to this, we are under 15,000 feet. That is getting pretty close to ground. A little closer than I would like. You know what, to keep an eye on surroundings, I will go back to external. I just need to keep an eye on what's going on if I even can. Shoot, this is stalling. Oh god. Am I over... That's the ocean. Where am I? Throttle up. I should probably not be at this low of an altitude in the first place. But, you know, already here. I just hope I have enough fuel to make it to land. There's gonna be another problem. So if I had to guess... Actually, there's no really point in guessing. I don't even... What's my... Oh, about 150. That's southeast. Fuel tank low. Oh god. Well, I think this thing only runs on a single tank, just in a couple different compartments. Let's see. Hey Google, if you are flying 150 degrees southeast, what ocean will you be flying over? So we're either over the Pacific or Indian Ocean. One of those two. And this is stormy weather. And fuel's getting low. I need to bring my altitude up. Because if my fuel's getting low, I don't got much time. Considering I am at 33%, this is getting dangerous. Especially for a plane of this value. Or more like jet. Still. Then you can't exactly go high supersonic with 30% fuel. That just, it's not gonna happen. It won't and it can't. little higher. Come on. Come on. Need to get above the storm cell. And okay. Alright, we're above the storm. Let's just hope the fuel runs out. We can find an opening in it to find an airstrip. Otherwise, this thing's going down in the middle of nowhere. Which still could end up being the ocean. I don't know how far over the ocean we are. I'm gonna pull up the map. I need to figure out where the heck we are. Show me something. Okay, I believe it's if I go this way. Yeah, if I go this way, I can come up to land. Which I need. Like I said, I don't got much fuel. I think I'm over international waters. What's an isolite map? No idea. Alright, summon his general direction. I can find an airstrip. We're gonna slow down rapidly. And I'm gonna pitch up while I'm gonna trim up while aiming down. That's not doing me much. Okay. Opposite direction. Trim down, pulling up. Level the trim. Alright, we're on track for that airstrip. I just hope we can make it. Come on. Give me something. Give me something. Come on, go. Give me something. Come on. You got it. Come on. Alright. There's a marker. Good. I need that. So that's going to be that. I think that's going to be that airstrip. With the fuel I got, I'm hoping I'm not too light. You don't want to be too light, and you don't want to be too heavy when landing. So if you're too heavy, you risk damaging the plane and the runway and all sorts of stuff. If you're too light, you're just gonna glide. Come on. Cockpit. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna pre-engage the parking brake, and I'm gonna pre-engage the landing gear. Just so that way I am ready, because something tells me that I'm gonna need those quick, and I won't have time to do it on the fly. Come on, give me external cam, Jesus Christ. So if there's a marker there, that means I can't be too far. And I said, without much fuel, I won't have much to do for a go-around. Let's see. 3,000 feet. I just hope I don't have to drop or climb too extensively. If I have to drop really quick, I'm going to get too much speed. If I have to climb excessively, I'm going to lose too much speed. I think we're stalling. Yep. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. It might be close, but we're gonna make it. Set, shoot, up, up, up. We're in the middle of a cloud. I can't see a thing. We're going to disable the map. Alright, I'm gonna need clear skies. I need to see what the heck I'm doing. Clear skies, clear skies! Alright, yep, there's an airstrip. 14 nautical miles. Come on. Come on. So gears down, parking brakes active, 25% fuel. This is gonna be interesting. Now, from what I saw on the map, I am nowhere near lined up for this airstrip, so this is gonna get interesting. Yep, here it is. Oh, this is a very bad approach. We're getting water. Buckle up. Oh. Oh boy. No! My game crashed! What? You're kidding me. No! Oh my god. That's embarrassing. I mean, yes, I came in quick and I hit the ground hard. But still, like, what? No, oh my god. Well, we did get to hit Mach 10, so that's something. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, if you guys want, I do own the newest version of this game. I'm just using this one because it has the Dark Star, the Pelican, and the Ornithopter. That's the only reason why I actually still have this version installed. But if you want me to use the 2024 version, let me know. I will gladly reinstall it. That is a really good game. I understand why it took them a little bit to work on it, because it is incredible on what they did. It's not often I see a game built in a good way such as that. So the way they built it is just, to me, it's incredible. It's incredible. It really is. You guys, when I had my face cam active, you did not see it. But the system I have is the Turtle Beach, yoke, and throttle. I have, is what I have. I am not fully gacked out on flight sim stuff. I only have the yoke and the throttle. I don't have rotor pedals or anything like that. I don't even have a whole flight rig. Now, if you guys want me to look into getting a flight rig, let me know. And I'll see what I can do. Obviously, that will take time. Because there's some people who are really big into that have a whole flight rig. So if you want me to look into getting a flight rig, let me know in the comments down below, and I will gladly look into that. So I'm looking to see what I want to use for my next, for some, I might do some off-camera flights. I'm looking at like the turboprop ones. Cause the turboprops are cool. I kind of like turboprops. Some airliners. Let me look at turboprops. There are some amphibious planes as well. Jets. You know what? Let's do the... We'll use the citation longitude. Why the heck not? Weight and balance. They'll give it to me. A full tank of gas. Actually, no, I got a better idea. I think I have it. Let me double check. Unless I don't. I actually might not have it. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's check out the marketplace for this one. There's a certain plane I'm thinking of, and I thought I had it, and I don't. So I'm having to look into it real quick. Aircraft. Come on, let me scroll. Would it be under jet? I'm trying to think what it would be under. I think it might actually be as jets. Yeah, I'm gonna go to jets. Jets. It might be that. Might be where it is. Actually, why am I doing it this way? Hold on a second. Go. Actually, let's just go back to marketplace in general. I think it's the C-130. This is the one I'm thinking of. The C-130H Hercules. I believe this is the one I was thinking of. With animated vamping. Yep, this is what I was thinking of. Let me see here. I'm gonna add this to the wish list, to my little wish list. The next time we play, I'll try and, the next time I do this, I'll try to make sure I have it the next time I play this, for you guys. If you want me to try to, if you want me to reinstall the 2024 version of this game, let me know. If you have any aircraft suggestions that you want me to have in this game, also put that down. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Yeah, I hope you guys, liked the little flight today. It wasn't much. But I hope you guys have a good one. Have a nice, safe rest of your day. And I will hopefully be seeing you guys in the next one. Meanwhile, guys, take care, be safe, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. You guys stay safe.